Greetings and welcome to Razor Tree Productions. Today we've got a battle report, Maggotkin of Nurgle versus Stormcast Eternals. And today we're filming at the Card Shop Games to 2015 South Morgan, Granbury, Texas, 76048. If you would like to subscribe, click the button down below. If you go to razortreeproductions.com, you can find links to our Discord so you can come talk to us, our Patreon page so you can pledge to get early access to videos, music downloads, and more, and a link to alsa.org so you can find an ALS charity and donate for the cause there. Otherwise, let's get to the army lists. For my Stormcast Eternals, I'm running exactly 2,000 points, and I'll be running through the Storm host of Anvils of the Heldenhammer. That's one where I can have a command ability to shoot in the hero phase or pile in an attack in the hero phase as though it was whatever corresponding phase it is. And that's going to have some required artifacts and command traits. Which my general will be a Lord Aquilor, I still don't know how to pronounce that. But he has Soul Thief, which is the required artifact from Anvils of the Heldenhammer. And his command trait is Deathly Aura, which is also required to take because of Anvils of the Heldenhammer. And he will have the mount trait of Ethereal Stalker. Next I have a Knight Incantor. She will have the spell lore of Stormcaller, which is a big old lightning storm on the whole board. And she will have the artifact Staff of Focus. So once per game she can give herself +1 to cast, and any mortal wound she does from a spell cast by that adds 1 to the mortal wounds dealt. We'll also have a Lord Relictor with the Prayer Translocation. Then my final hero will be Knight Azeros, also one I'm still not sure how to pronounce. As far as battle line goes, I have 1 unit of 5-man Judicators, and the leader of the unit will have the Shockbolt Bow. Then I have 2 units of 5-man Vanguard Hunters, both equipped with an Astral Compass. I will also be running a battalion, the Vanguard Justicar Conclave, that consists of 3 units of Vanguard Raptors, Longstrike Raptors, are what I'm choosing. 1 unit is 6-man, the rest are 3. And then 3 units of Ether Wings, all will be min-size, so 3 each. I spent 50 points on a command point, and because of that, in addition, I will be running the endless spell Everblaze Comet, and with that, I will be at 2,000 points.
All right. Hello, my name is Jonah, and today I'm going to be playing Maggotkin of Nurgle. So I have, for my list, my general is going to be a Great Unclean One with Bell and Flail, and he's going to know Favored Poxes as his spell, and his command trait will be Grandfather's Blessing, so I can move the table once per game backwards or forwards. And then for my second hero, I will have a Verminlord Corruptor, who is going to have my artifact, which is Sword of Judgment, to try to do a bunch of mortal wounds to heroes and monsters. My third hero is the Glotkin, who knows Blades of Putrefaction. He's there to give +1 attacks and extra wounds. And then I have my fourth hero is going to be Gutrot Spume, to carry in a unit of Blight Kings. So leading me into that, I will have 2 units of Blight Kings, one going with Gutrot Spume, the other just sitting by themselves. I'm going to have my third battle line will be a 30-man strong Plague Bearers unit, and they're there to just hold a point and hopefully never let it go. My allies will be the Grashrax, I believe Grashrax Despoilers. So the Beast of Chaos from the Beastgrave Underworld set, and they're really good because the book for Nurgle is newer but old enough that a lot of things are not unmodified hit rolls of 6s and such. So every time something's going to do that, it's usually going to be on a 5-up, hopefully with a spell to give D3 mortal wounds and +1 to cast.
Today's battle will be taking place in Ghyran, the Realm of Life. That will give us access to all those spells, one of which is Shield of Thorns. We'll have the Realm Command ability, Command the Land. So basically we can spend a command point to let our casters cast Shield of Thorns again, even if it already has been cast. We rolled up the Realmscape feature Life Springs. Before the battle begins, each player picks a hero from their army. Add 1 to the wounds characteristic of the heroes that are picked. Jonah picked his Verminlord Corruptor, and I picked my Lord Aquilar, so they'll both have an additional wound on their profile. For our battle plan, we are playing in Gifts from the Heavens. So it's a typical deployment, 12 inches away from enemy territory, and it has a special way to do objectives called the Meteor Strike. 2 meteors strike the battlefield in the second battle round, 1 landing in each player's territory. Each player rolls a dice in their second hero phase, and a meteor lands at the center of the board section in their territory that has the corresponding number. The locations of the meteors are treated as objectives for the rest of the battle. As far as victory points, at the end of each of your turns, you score a number of victory points equal to the number of the current battle round for each objective you control. For example, if you control 1 objective at the end of your turn in the 3rd battle round, you scored 3 victory points. First things first, before we get started, we need to roll for the Cycle of Corruption.
Woo!
That's a 2.
So, boop. Add 1 to all. Add 1 to wound rolls of all attacks made by Nurgle units in combat.
And if you don't like seeing this homemade Cycle of Corruption, you could send the official one to Card Shop Games, 2015 South Morgan, Granbury, Texas, 76048. Thank you.
Alright.
And now we're going to roll for Triumph because he has less points than me.
5.
A 5. I put them in order just to make this easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are eager, which means once per battle, before you make a run or charge roll for a friendly unit, you can say it's eager. If you do so, you can re-roll that run or charge roll.
Which is
So it's pretty good.
pretty solid, as I use my 1 command point every turn.
Right, and then he also finished deploying first. The Fritos aren't part of my army. So who would you like to go first? We'll go over deployment after that.
But I'm actually going to give you the first turn.
Right. So we Stormcast Eternals, turn 1. First, deployment. Got a unit of Ether Wings. Unit of Adjudicators. Got my Lord Relictor back here in the Epic Sun. 6-man unit of Raptors. Another unit of Ether Wings. Lord Aquilar, Aquilar, Trevor, and Knight Incanter hiding in the woods. The rest of my army is down here in the Celestial Realm. I know we figured the Celestial would be prettier than this, but look at that, it's just a mess of wires. And for Jonah's side, I don't know the name of anything, so you're gonna have to do this.
Okay. So for right here, we have the Putrid Blight Kings and the Grashak Beast Chaos dude here. We have the Great Unclean One here, the Glotkin, the 30 Plague Bearers, the Verminlord Corruptor, the rest of Grashak's Despoilers, and then over here in his boat, we have the Gutrot Spume with his unit of Blight Kings, and then an extra normal just to summon in.
And in case you missed it on the other parts, there is the normal on the table.
Yes.
Disgusting. Alright, so back with Stormcast Eternals, turn 1. I'm starting out with my command points. I started the game with 1 because I spent 50. Got a battalion, so I have another. That's the start of my turn, so I have 3 command points. And first things first is I'm going to go ahead and pop my once per game staff focus to give her +1 to cast. And then she's going to attempt to cast Everblaze Comet. So that goes off. So that is going to be 12. No.
Yourself outside of 30 of everybody, right?
Yes, I got her way back out from everybody. And I set this up wholly within 36 inches of her. So I'll be back with that. All right, so she tossed that thing all the way across the board to go here. And the units that are within 10 inches of this are the Glotkin, the Great Unclean One, and the unit of 30 Plague Bearers. All right, so I'll start with the Great Unclean One. On a 4, this will do D3 mortal wounds. So this will be 2 mortal wounds. You're disgustingly resilient.
Yep. So I block 1, but he still takes 1, so he's down to 13.
Now for the Glotkin, on a 3, that is going to be D3 mortal wounds. For 1 mortal wound. And now for the Plague Bearers, 3, that is also going to be D3. So we've got 3 mortal wounds. They are disgustingly resilient as well, correct?
Yes. But they do not save any.
Okay, so it's 3 Plague Bearers. All right, my Lord Aquilor is going to use the Anvils of the Helden Hammer ability to allow this unit of Raptors to shoot in the hero phase. They're going to fire into the Glotkin. So I'm down to 2 command points. They are hitting on 2s. The 6s, 2 mortal wounds. And they are wounding on 3s. So it's 3 at -2 rend, 2 damage apiece.
Is it 4 or
3?
3. So 6 up armor save. No.
All right, so that is 2, 4, 6, 8 total damage.
5. So he's down to 9.
Oh, that's funny. I could have translocated my birds closer to reroll ones. Oh well. Now I remember. And I believe that is going to be the extent of my hero phase. I did forget to target his Ethereal Stalker, and the only person that was on the board to target was the Glotkin. So Ethereal Stalker on this mount will be applicable towards the Glotkin. Hero phase is complete. Let's go to movement. Finishing up my movement phase, I just moved up Lord Aquilor slightly. I ran the Knight Incanter further up in the woods. Kept these where they are. Moved in out of the Celestial Realm with both those units of Vanguard Raptors. Ran with the Lord Relictor, which is good. I got a 6, so he actually went 10. Moved over with the birds to get them within 18 of that Glotkin. And moved up with the Judicators and dropped in. I can't remember if I dropped these guys in or not, but they're there. There they are. And now I'm going to go to shooting phase. So I'm going to start with this 6-man unit of Raptors shooting into the Glotkin. So there'll be 6 shots, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s because of the battalion and his proximity to this unit of Ether Wings. So I'll be rerolling this 1. And so 2 mortal wounds so far.
Down to 7.
And then all of them hit. Wounding on 3s. So 2 at -2 rend.
So 2 6-ups.
No. All right, so it's so 6 total damage is what was done with the mortal wounds. So 4 more additional.
So he's down to 3.
Down to 3.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna. In that case, I will shoot with this back unit that can see him and reach him. 30-inch range. The teleporting is not a movement; it just counts as your move. So they're shooting at 30, hitting on 2s. It's 2 mortal wounds.
Okay.
And then wounding on 3s, 1 at -2 rend.
So I have to get a 6 up here. I do not.
So 4 total.
Wounds and he dies.
Glotkin is dead. Well, due to that, I'm going to move on to my Adjudicators. The only thing they can reach is that Lord Screech? Or is it just a Vermin Lord?
Just a Vermin Lord Corruptor.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to do my Leader's attack first. He's +1 to hit, so he'll be hitting on 2s. But he has a Shockbolt Bowl, so it'll D6 hits if it does hit. 4, so it does hit. Hey, you know what? They reroll 1s against Chaos. And So that will be 6 hits. I'll get that later. The rest of the unit is hitting on 3s. So it'll be 9 total hits. So that whole part where I said they'll reroll 1s because they're chaos. They're... yeah. Well, anyway, it failed anyway. It's punishing me for not realizing that 2 seconds later. All right, wounding on 3s. All right, so that is 4 fails. 1, 2, 3. So 5 at -1 rend, 1 damage apiece.
Okay. Your save is a 4-up. You said -1 rend?
Yes, -1 rend.
5. So that'll be 5 ups. So,
Nice.
and then a 5-up protection from the Great Horn Rat. Stops. So he takes 1, and so I gave him the Gyran ability for +1 wounds. So basically he's down to his starting at 12.
He has suffered a wound, but he's still at 12.
Yes. So it may look silly, but that's all.
All right, now to decide what to shoot with the back unit of raptors. Or the front unit, rather, since I shot with the back. Sorry about the weird camera angle, but I can't fit the camera another way. But if you check that out, I can see the Vermin Lord through there, and he's within 30 inches. So they're going to fire at him. All right, I'm going to shoot with them first, and then I'm going to roll for them because I realized I moved them by damned terrain, or deadly, and didn't roll for it. So we'll do that in a second. So front unit, shooting through the house. Big hole in the house. Hitting on 2s. Oh. Wounding on 3s. 2, -2 rend, 2 damage apiece.
So 2 6-ups. No.
So it'll be 4 damage total.
Alright, and then so 4 protection from the Great Horn Rat.
Nada.
1. Oh, 1. So
Oh, it's a 5-up.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So they take 3. Or he takes 3.
Takes 3.
So he's down to 9.
All right, and like I said, I forgot to roll for deadly on these guys. If I roll a 1, I don't. So they're safe. That is all that can shoot, all that's moving. No charging, no anything. That was my turn. Kill a Glotkin. We'll be back with Maggotkin of Nurgle, turn 1.
Oh.
I lied. We're not back. He has a battle shock test. Don't think he can fail it, but he wants to try to bring him back.
I do not.
Yeah, okay. So he passed his battle shock test. Yay.
Yeah.
Now Maggotkin of Nurgle, turn 1. Maggotkin of Nurgle, turn 1.
Alright, so I have a bunch of abilities triggering. Technically, I start off with this one because they could potentially on a 6-up hurt him. They do not.
Okay. You want to tell your woeful story of how you're reading what stuff triggers on them and how do the despoilers work?
Oh, yeah. I could have actually had the despoilers next to him to go look out, sir, and move on a 4-up wounds. But that's fine. This is the first time playing with him. Also, he's going to try to dispel the comet. So I need a 7. And I definitely do.
It's gone. Woo.
Alright. And then he will heal D3 wounds, so he just goes up to full. And then I get 4 contagion points because I'm in my territory and he isn't. I do not get D3 because they're within 3, but on a 4-up they'll take a mortal wound, which they do.
So 1 bird is down to 1.
Okay.
The back bird.
Alright. And I'm declining the ability from this.
So no damned terrain.
Yeah. And I believe that's all my starter hero phase abilities. So we're going to have him attempt to cast the teleport spell of Gyran.
Mirror pool, right?
Mirror pool, yes. And it's on a 6, I believe. And I do get it with
Certainly
a 10.
on a 10, yeah.
So I can teleport him within 18, but not within 9 of an enemy unit.
All right.
Alright, so he teleported a little forward. So he's going to cast his base spell of Dreaded Plague. Has a casting value of 7. He does not get it off, so that does nothing. That's both his spells. So we'll go ahead and move to the Great Unclean One. He is going to try to do Plague Wind. So he needs a 7. He also does not get it off. Alright, well. His other spell is going to be the Gyran Flesh to Stone? Stone Skin, I think is what it's actually called. 6. Does that get it off? No, his cast value is 7. Jeez. Alright. So on a 7, he does not get that off. Well, I think that's all my spells. So on the Cycle of Corruption, at the start of my hero phase, I was going to use Grandfather's Blessing once per game to actually move it back 1 to give +2 movement to all my Nurgle units. So everything but Grashnax Despoilers.
We know it's not the start now, but we're doing it anyway.
Yeah. It doesn't change anything, I just would have needed the movement buff.
Yeah.
So I will move on to the movement phase.
Alright, here's how Jonah ended up. We got the pirate ship full of rotted folk outside of this table edge. The despoiler guy, I can't remember his name. What is it?
Grashnak.
Grashnak.
Name, yeah.
The Beast of Chaos sneeze guy.
Yeah.
He ran, right? The Grid and Cleaner ran?
Yeah, because he wasn't going to be able to get in range of throwing up anyway.
Okay.
They just kind of spread out, the Plague Bearers. The little 5-man despoilers over there, just kind of holding that side maybe from deep striking. The Corruptor flew up the board.
Yeah, he was able to fit in between there.
Yeah, try to get into combat. And I believe that's everything.
That's just shooting, right?
Yeah, it's just my shooting attacks from the rat.
And what can he reach?
I think just the Aetherwings.
Okay. Well, they don't have a save, so I don't need to go grab dice or anything if I want to do that.
So, because he's hurt, he's down a tail attack. So it'll be 3 attacks, 3s would be -1, but that doesn't matter. So, 2 hits, 2 wounds.
How much damage is that?
1 damage apiece.
Okay, so 1 dies and 1 has 1 damage.
Okay.
So start of the charge phase for almost said Gloomspite gets Maggotkin of Nurgle. I've got an ability on my Ether Wings since they're wholly within 18 inches of a Vanguard Raptor unit. They can move 2d6 inches. So they can move 6 inches, and as long as they stay wholly within 18 of that front unit, they can move. So I'm going to move these guys real quick. I know you see these birds moved into combat, but we're talking about it, and we need some help in the comments. But with the wording, this will work, because this is a move at the start of the charge phase. Now, in the rules, normal moves, it says a normal move is moves made in the movement phase are referred to as normal moves, to differentiate them from charge moves made in the charge phase and pile-in moves. Further down, it says when you make a normal move for a model, no part of the move can be within 3 inches of an enemy unit. Now, on the worst roll, this doesn't say it's a normal move, and it's not in the movement phase. It just says, without focus, at the start of the enemy charge phase, if this unit is wholly within 18 inches of a friendly unit of Vanguard Raptors, this unit can move up to 2d6 inches. They must finish the move wholly within 18 inches of the same unit of Vanguard Raptors. So, not a normal move. Yeah, I don't see anything saying we can't do that, which is very painful, but we're going with it for now. Comment if you feel there's any different or there's a FAQ, and please give any references you can.
Okay, so since he can't charge, I'll go ahead and try to charge with him. With a 10, that definitely gets me somewhere.
So he's ending into the Etherwing unit, but we can all see what's happening here.
Yeah. Just trying to toe in your shears. And then, so he's good. Oh, and he moved within the damned, right?
Oh, yes.
Or deadly.
Deadly.
So, let's make a point. So on a 1. Oh,
okay,
boy.
on 1. It takes D3. For 3, which you ignore on 5s with disgustingly resilient, right?
Yeah. So I take 2. Well, that was painful. Great start. Luckily, you can heal, so it's not really that big a deal.
And does he have like a charge trample or something like that?
Oh, yeah. Mountain of Loathsome Flesh. It's on 4 up, you take D3 mortal wounds. Yeah. I do not.
Okay. So it's not that loathsome to a bird. They'd eat it.
Yeah. All right. And then, so that means I have charges over with Gut Rot and his plague dudes, Blight Kings. So we'll go ahead and go with Gut Rot Spume first. So
now you'll need a 9. Which you get
with an 11. What weapons do they have? I know she has just the stave.
He has Soul Thief, and he has his amount has attacks. He has 2 weapons, and one of the main one with the rend is the Soul Thief. So if we damage you with that, you also take a mortal wound on a 2-up at the end of combat.
We'll go ahead and go into combat with him. Like, well, you got an 11, so like so. That question will matter when we come to it. And these guys will try to charge. They get +1 to charges. That's fine. I didn't really need them to pass anyway, as mostly Gut Rot. So I believe that's all my charges. So we can go to start a combat.
Do you have any start of combat abilities you'd like to use?
I can use Eager to reroll my charge for them.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, we'll do that.
So that way I don't
Eager.
forget it. Still 7, so oh well. That's fine. So alright, so back to what I was doing.
Start a combat.
Yeah.
Since you're not that eager.
The rat has one. Oh no, sorry. The rat is at the end of the combat phase. And then Gut Rot Spume does have a start of combat ability. At the start of the combat phase, you can pick one enemy model, pick an enemy model within 1 inch of him. Choose a weapon by that model and roll a dice. So I'm going to choose your Soul Thief weapon.
Yeah, which is the one with the rend.
Yeah. So
Can't remember the name of it right now.
Yeah, so on a 4-up, it does. You cannot use that weapon this combat phase.
Okay.
And then his other ability is reroll hit rolls 1 if he's targeting a hero, and if he's within 3 of a hero, he has to attack a hero. Can't attack anything else.
Okay.
So, all right.
I don't think I'm gonna. I'm gonna save. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pop all out defense on him.
With reroll hit rolls 1.
Yeah, reroll hit rolls of 1. So I'm down to 1 command point.
All right. Do I want to spend a command point? What is it? All out attack. Reroll hit rolls 1.
Yes.
Oh, defense with saves.
Defense is saves.
Okay. So yeah. So all out attack for the Great Unclean one.
Okay.
All right.
So rerolling 1s to hit with the Great Unclean one.
Yeah. I think since these guys have damage tables, I want to go with the rat first.
All right.
So,
Vermin Lord, get your pile in.
Trying not to move you guys. All right. I'm going to attack with his only weapon, the Plague Reapers. Because he's hurt, I only get 9 attacks. So this will be 3s, no rend, 1 damage. And every unmodified 6 to hit is a mortal wound instead of damage. So it's 1 mortal wound and 2 failures.
That's 1 bird down already.
Yeah.
He's got a wound left over.
And then 3s to wound.
That's enough
5.
because they have no save.
Yeah.
All right, a couple of things here. There's the lack of ether wings. They gone. And I went ahead and did my pile in with these raptors. So I'm going to go into the Great Unclean one with said raptors. All right, so the raptors are absolute powerhouses in melee. They're going to hit you with heavy stock. So I'm going to shove the butt of my gun into your flabby belly. It's going to be great. I'm going to have to clean these off if I survive. 1 attack each. Hitting on 4s? Am I minus to hit them at all?
You are not.
Oh, okay. So that's 2 hits. And then wounding on 3s. Oh, and I fail both. And then now the beak and claws of the bird that my prime is holding. 2 attacks hitting on 4s. So 1 hit. Wounding on 3s. So 1. No rend, 1 damage apiece.
So on a 4-up armor save, no.
1.
On a 5-up, feel no pain. No.
Hey, he takes it. Way to go, bird. Looks like now we've got Gut Rot Spume into the Lord Akalor.
Alright, so Gut Rot Spume with his rot-pocked axe. 4 attacks, 3s to hit, and because I'm attacking a hero, I get reroll hit rolls of 1. And they all hit. So they're 2s to wound. And get this in the shot. So 1 failed. These are -1 rend, 2 damage apiece.
Alright, so my 3-up save goes to a 4-up. And I failed 2.
So 4 damage.
4 damage, so I'm down to 4. I've got the +1 from the realm feature.
And then D3 attacks from his tentacles. 1. 2 to hit, rerolling 1s. And then a 4 to wound. No. That's all him.
Alright, so at this point I would normally be attacking with my Starbound Blade, but he did something to spew on it or something.
Clutching pseudopods.
So, moving on to the Shock Hand Axe. 2 attacks hitting on 3s. They both hit. Wounding on 3s. Both wound, no rend, 1 damage apiece.
Alright. 3-up save. Okay.
Alright, so that's 2 damage so far. Now the Razor Beak and Claws. Hitting on 3s. That 6 does a mortal wound. So 1 mortal wound so far. Wounding on 3s. That is a hit at -2 rend, 1 damage.
So 1 5-up. No.
Alright, so 2 total damage.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, so just 4.
Okay, so he's down to 3.
Alright, now we've got the Grit and Clean one, putting everything he has into this unit of Raptors.
Okay, so we're going to attack with his Plague Flail first, which is 3 attacks. 3s to hit and rerolling 1s because I did all-out attack. 2 2s. Okay, 2s to wound. I do get the 2. And this is -1 rend.
So 5 up to save. I fail it.
2 straight damage.
That's gonna kill. I'm gonna kill off my leader.
Alright, so next is my Doomsday Bell. This one is 4 attacks. Hitting on 4s, rolling 1s. Okay, so 2 hits. And then 3s to wound. Nothing. And now the fun of Host of Nurglings. 3 attacks, 5s and 5s. Rolling 1s to hit.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so 2 hits. 5s to wound. Okay.
Uh-oh.
No rend, 1 damage.
I need
each.
2 4-ups or I lose another guy.
Okay.
Okay.
He's good. He's good. If Nurglings would have killed a guy. Oh, man.
Normally I wouldn't take a battle shock test by losing 1, but he gives me -1 bravery. So if I roll a 6, what should do? I lose another guy.
Wasn't the Nurglings. He was so scared of them.
Yep. They're in my armor. They're in my armor. Wow. So that's turn, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Well, nothing happens now, but we do need to roll off.
I move my Cycle of Corruption 1 forward, and I think that's the only thing I have.
Okay.
So back to
Into vigor.
yeah, back to add 1 to wound rolls for Nurgle units in combat.
Got a 2.
I get a 2 as well.
I win ties since I went first.
Yep.
And ironically, with my setup, I think I'm actually going to take the first turn. After some thought, I actually set up really well to go right now. I think I'm going to take it. So it's going to be Stormcast Eternals, turn 2. Okay, start of my hero phase. With the way this one's worded, now I roll for a comet. And so we've got it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. So the comet is going to land over here. I think I like that. All right, here we are. There's my objective. Now, start of the hero phase, I go up to 2 command points. I don't think I have any other start of the hero phase abilities.
No, none of you guys are within 3 of the normal.
First things first, Knight and Canter. Yeah, it's going to try to cast Everblaze Comet. And I don't. So she's done. I'll spend a command point since he's wholly within 18 of that unit to, well, I'll hold off on that command point, I think. Nope, using it now. Hero phase shot with this unit of raptors into Vermin Lord. 6 shots, hitting on 2s. So 4 mortal wounds so far. And 3s to wound. 1 wound minus 2 rend.
So 6 up. No.
Oh, so it's 6 total damage.
So 6 Great Horn Rat. So he takes 3.
Alright.
So he's down to 6 wounds.
I am wholly within 9 of this hero, so I'll spend my last command point to let this unit of raptors shoot into him. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 3s. That's all 3, so minus 2 rend. 3 at minus 2 rend.
3 6-ups.
That's
No.
6 damage.
Alright, Great Horn Rat. Block 2, so he's down to 2.
Yeah, or try to light. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and lightning storm into the Great Unclean One.
Okay.
It's on a 3 up. It is. He'll take D3 mortal wounds for 3 mortal wounds.
So 5 ups. Yes.
Takes 2, and he is minus 1 to hit.
Okay. Until your next hero phase?
Yes, until my next hero phase.
Okay.
Do I want to translocate anyone? He doesn't really care about translocating anybody right now. Kind of like where everyone is at. Because I don't need to move. I really don't need to move around. He's kind of good right there. And he's out of range. Because he's out of range of these guys, I probably would have moved them. So I think that is my entire hero phase. I'm going to go to movement. All right, into my movement phase. Adjudicators shuffled back on their hill. The Aetherwings ran over to here. These raptors stayed put. Relictor ran over here. Actually just walked. These raptors stayed. These Aetherwings dropped down. These hunters dropped down. Knight of Zeros dropped down. And the Knight Incanter adjusted accordingly. So we're going to go to shooting phase. I'm going to start with this hunter that's in combat. He's going to shoot into the Vermin Lord. He's got 1 attack, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s because of the Aetherwings from his battalion being nearby. So that hits. Wounds on 3s. Does not wound. I'm going to go with the Judicators. Yeah, the Judicators are going to shoot into him. Alright, so the leader of the Judicator unit's going to shoot. He hits on a 2, rerolling 1s because of chaos. It hits. That will be 2 hits. I'll set those to the side. The rest of the guys hitting on 3s, no 1s. So this will be 5 wound rolls, wounding on 3s. So it'll be 3 at minus 1 rend.
So 3 5 ups. Nope.
And now ignore on 5s.
Yep.
It takes 2.
Yep. So he is dead.
Vermin Lord down. These raptors here are going to shoot into the Great Unclean One. It's 3 attacks, hitting on 2s, rolling 1s because of the Aetherwings. Good thing, because I rolled 2 1s. Still rolled another 1, but there's 2 mortal wounds, and then wounding on 3s. So 1 at minus 2 rend.
So 1 6 up. Nope.
Nope. So 4 total damage to ignore with Disgustingly Resilient.
4 5 ups. He blocks 2. So it's down to 9.
Alright. Next thing will be the Lord Akalor's Bolt Storm pistol. That's 4 shots into Gut Rot. He is going to be hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. Oh my goodness, nothing. Well, and that means I have to do what I didn't want to do, and I'm going to have to shoot here. Because of that tree, the back 3 can't shoot him, the front 3 can. So the front 3 are going to shoot into Gut Rot, and the back 3 are going to shoot into the Great Unclean One. So I'll be rerolling 1s on all the shots, because Knight of Zeros is giving rerolling 1s here. He's within 10 of the Gut Rot Spume. I'll be rerolling ones over here because of the Aether Wings being close. So 3 shots into Gut Rot, 2s, rerolling 1s. What do you think about that one?
That's fine.
Okay, so 2 mortal wounds so far. Does he have a way to ignore them?
No.
Okay, how many wounds does he have left?
3.
Okay. All right, come on. 1 at -2 rend.
So 1 5 up.
Oh, he makes it.
So he's down to 1.
Down to 1. None of the other 3 that are shooting into the Great Unclean One. They'll be hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s from the Knight Azeros. No, this one's from the Aether Wings. All right, so got the 2. Wounding on 3s. 2 at -2 rend.
So 2 4 up, or sorry, 2 6 ups.
So 2 damage.
So 2 5 ups. Hey,
1 more damage.
1.
And I believe that is all my shooting. All right, I've got a Knight Incanter charge. Let's see how this goes. She gets it. 7. And I think that's all. Well, I'll try to charge my Knight Azeros as well. Yeah. 6, which that's not gonna do anything, so I'm good. And I blocked everybody else. And you said he has no way to block mortal wounds?
No, unfortunately.
He has 1 wound left.
Yeah.
Alright, start of the combat phase. I'm going to shatter, once per game, I'm going to shatter a flask to do a mortal wound to all of us.
Okay.
That'll put her down to 4, him to 3, and kill Gut Rot.
Yeah.
Alright, and with Gut Rot down, that's the end of combat. So I don't have any battle shock, nor do you. No. That's going to end my turn and give me 2 points because it is the second battle round. And I hold 1 objective. And you get the battle rounds. What the battle round is how many points you get per objective. So now it's going to be Maggotkin of Nurgle, turn 2. I forgot. I already assumed he was dead. We do have a combat here. I guess I will hit with him. He has a heavy stock hitting on 4s. All right, your turn. You're -1 to hit, so that's something.
All right, so his Plague Flail, 3 attacks, 4s because the -1 to hit. So 2 hits, and it would be 3s to wound, but because of my Cycle of Corruption, I get +1, so 2s to wound. So 2 wounds, -1 rend.
5 up saves.
Yeah.
Don't make either. He did. There we go. Now we're done with this turn. Now it's Maggotkin turn 2.
All right, so start of the hero phase, I get 3 contagion points for being in my territory, 3 for being in his territory, and 1 extra because he has nobody in my territory.
Because I'm smart and didn't move my Aether Wings up.
All right, so that'll be 7, and then D3 because none of his models are within 3 of an Armall. 1, so I gain 8 and go to 12 contagion points. I heal D3 on the Great Unclean One. 3.
No.
So he's up to 11. The chance on a 6-up that it hurts my shaman. It does not again. So now, middle of hero phase, I only have 3 wizards. This guy, he's just barely outside of range of casting his D3 mortal wounds and +1 hit rolls for my guys. So he's just gonna go ahead and try to cast Mystic Shield. He doesn't even get it off, so there you go. And then we're gonna go ahead and move on to the Guo. He is going to start by casting Plague Wind on a 7. He does. So Plague Wind goes off. I'm drawing the line this way, so it's going to heal my guy and deal D3 to his. So heal 3. So he goes up to 14. Pretty solid. D3 mortal wounds to the Aether Wings. 2. 1 dies.
That's 1 down. That one. Oh, that one. Yeah.
Okay. And then D3 mortal wounds to the Judicators. Just 1.
Okay, so I'll just put it on this bad guy here.
Okay. Sickle Wind, which is basically Plague Wind 2 Electric Boogaloo. And so ignoring the caster, it's going to be D3 mortal wounds to each of those guys if I get it off on a 7. I do not. Alright, so that is all his casting and the casting over there. So I believe that is my hero phase. The only thing that, well, they have a shooting weapon, but they ran, so they're going to just stand there, I guess. These guys ran up. So,
How many contagion points do you have left after this tree drop?
I dropped the tree there, and I have 5 contagion points left.
Okay.
So his throw up is actually 7-inch range, so I can actually throw up on your leader there.
Gross.
And he's still -1 to hit, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, in that case, I get D6 attacks. 3.
Before we get into the shooting attack. Alright, so with the -1 to hit, you're hitting on what?
4s. So, just 1. 2 to wound. -2 rend, 1 damage.
Alright, some 5-up save, and I'll take a damage going down to 4. Alright, start of the Maggotkin charge phase. I'm going to go ahead and run these, or whatever this move is. So 8, and it was actually 8 inches to him. So they're going to go ahead and just fly straight forward to move here. And then this unit, triggering off of these raptors, will move 6. And let me measure what they're doing and be right back. The Ether Wings move backwards, just outside of the 12 inches, so he's not eligible to charge anymore. Because even though he ran, he's got the tree there that would let him charge. Let's see, those start of the charge phase. So you still have your charges now.
Yeah, which because of the Great Unclean One getting tied up, I only have 1 charge to make now, which is the Blight Kings over here. So 7, and because of their bell, they get +1 to run and charge, so it'll actually be an 8.
Alright, here we are at the end of that charge. And that's the only charge?
Yeah, because you pulled him into combat with your birds.
Yeah, and they ran.
They ran, and they're obviously not near a tree and not Nurgle, so they couldn't get that anyway.
Combat phase, who would you like to fight first?
Since that's sort of a jokey combat, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Blight Kings.
Alright, go and get their pile in and we'll fight. Alright, there's what that pile in looks like.
We're gonna have 3 of them going to his leader, and the other 2 going into the Knight Incantor. So these are 9 attacks into the leader, hitting on 3s. Every 6 up, so these 2 is going to count as D6 hits. So we'll go ahead and pull away this miss. These count as D6 hits. So 4 extra essentially. And then because of the Cycle of Corruption, they're getting +1 to wounds. They're wounding on 2s. Just on 1. So that many no rend 1 damage hits.
11. Alright, we're looking at 3s to save. Oh, he is super dead. Wow. Dead Akalor.
Alright, so 6 attacks from the other 2 Blight Kings on the Knight Incantor, hitting on 3s. No 6s. That was a little poor, but it's fine. So 2s to wound. 2 wounds. No rend, 1 damage.
She saves on a 3. She takes 1, so she's down to 3.
Okay.
Alright, well, I'm super dead there. I'm going to lose my objective this turn. That's going to be sad. I'm going to go with these Ether Wings into the Great Unclean One. I'm going to pile in. Pile in like this.
Skeet skirt. Well, that's true. If he somehow doesn't kill you, then
Yeah.
block off my normal.
Alright, they have 2 attacks each, hitting on 4s. Okay. Wounding on 3s. 3 no rend, 1 damage apiece.
So 3 saves, 4 up. Ooh, no. So 3 bottle and blubber. He blocks 1 and takes 2. So
nice.
they did something to him. pretty solid. I think that actually brackets him, so...
Go birds!
So we'll go with his Plague Flail, which is going to be 3 attacks hitting on 4s, because the -1 from earlier. So only 1. Wounding on 2s. Yep. And that is 2 straight damage from the flail. So,
Alright, so that's 1 dead bird.
and then,
I have no save.
yeah, and then the bell is 4 attacks, but normally hitting on 4s, hitting on 5s. Then I got 1 hitting on 2s. Does, so just 1 damage.
1 damage left on a bird.
And then the Nurglings hitting on 6s now. Hey! Wounding on 4s from the Vigor. No.
Yay, I have a bird with a wound left. Alright, there's that bird with 1 wound left. Gonna go with this lone Knight Incanter. You can do it, girl. Alright, my Knight Incanter, she has 3 attacks. Hitting on 3s, rerolling the 1 because of Knight of Zeros being nearby. So it's 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. 3 wounds, -1 rend apiece.
Alright, so this will be 3 5-ups. And I block 1 of them.
So that's 2 that go through?
Yes.
Alright, those are D3 damage apiece.
Okay.
For 4.
Alright, so I'm going to actually allocate that to my leader.
He's being crafty.
So my leader actually gets 1 extra wound for being leader. So to hold the objective, I'm going to have him potentially die.
Yeah, because the sad part is I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. These 2 are out. So he actually has more models than me within my own objective.
And clearly holding that one.
Yeah, very clearly. Let's have a battle shock here. Lost 2, they have bravery 6. And I rolled a 5, so 6, 7, blah! Last bird gone.
Yes. But I really need another tourney here.
Now it's roll off.
My Cycle of Corruption
Oh,
moves. But that's at the start of my hero phase, so we'll be rolling off.
Well, I forgot before we roll off, you got 4 points because you hold both.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I win ties, and I beat you anyway. I'm actually taking this because I want to. So this will be Stormcast turn 3. All right, for the start of my turn 3 hero phase, I get a command point. That's what that thing will be. And I don't think there's any start of hero phase stuff for either of us to trigger, so we won't. And I'm gonna go with the easy stuff first, the stuff I know I'm gonna do. Gonna Healing Storm with my Lord Relictor on the Judicators. On a 3-up, nothing. We'll come back to him. She is gonna attempt to cast Everblaze Comet. The Knight Incanter, I mean. Got it on an 8. It's casting value of 6, so you just need to roll a 9.
8.
Got an 8. Alright, so I've got an Everblaze Comet. Be right back. Alright, she has tossed that Comet over here. It's going to impact and be in range of all these units. I'll start with the Shaman over here. A chew or a sneeze or Gershnak or whatever his name is.
Gosh, right, yeah.
See how many mortal wounds it does to him. It's going to be 3 straight. Alright, yeah, so 1, 2 is 1, 2, 3 is D3. 5, 6 is 3. So 3 mortal wounds to him, but he's on mystical terrain.
Yep. None.
Takes all 3.
So I'll have to check, but I'm pretty sure he's got 5 wounds.
And now on the Black Kings, they're going to take D3 mortal wounds for 3.
So 3 6-ups. None. So we'll go ahead and put that on my leader as well. So he's got 2 left.
Alright, and then on the Plague Bearers here, well, that's super cocked. They'll be taking 3 mortal wounds.
Alright. And 3 just disgusting resilient. None. So 3 more,
dead. I'm going to move on to my Knight Azeros. And he's going to use his once per game Light of Sigmar. I can do D3 mortal wounds to every enemy unit within 8 inches. If it's Chaos, it's D6 instead. So he's going to do D6 mortal wounds to these Black Kings for 4 mortal wounds.
Alright. So you kill him and put this guy down to 1.
I'm going to attempt to translocate. They're actually wholly within 18 this time. So he's going to attempt a translocation, and it fails. I think that's it for hero phase. Cast a spell, Nothing can shoot. Well, I guess these guys can shoot, but I don't want to use it on them. Alright, so I'll just hold off and save that command point. When I retreated out of combat and ran with my Knight and Cantor, moved up with my Hunters and Knight of Zeros, moved over, so they'll be down to a 24-inch range this turn. Ran my Ether Wings up here, only one bird is within range. Brought in my Hunters outside of 9, and all 5 of them are in range of that objective. Ran my Relictor over, kept these Raptors stationary, moved back down with my Judicators, and I believe that is everything. So now I'll be going to shooting, and I'll do the easy stuff first. I know I'm going to shoot this. Actually, I'm going to shoot first with this unit. You want to pull like that guy and be like, ha ha ha, you can't reach anymore. So the leader will be hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s because they are chaos. All right, so it hit.
They're -2.
Okay, so that was a 5. So hit on 2s normally. So then I rolled a 5, so it'll be good.
Yeah.
And that's 4 hits. And then now this one will matter. So 4 shots, normally hitting on 3s, now hitting on 5s. So that is 1 more, so that's going to be 5 total.
Yeah.
Which is
if
that.
I'll check, but it's if they're 20 or more.
And they'll be wounding on 3s. Right, so it'll be 4 shots, -1 rend. 1 damage apiece.
Yeah, 4 6-ups, 2.
That's 2 total damage, ignoring on 5s.
Yeah. No.
So 2 down. Alrighty. The next shot is going to be these Raptors into the same unit.
Yeah, they're still -2.
Alright, so hitting on 4s now. And that's 2 mortal wounds. And then 3s to wound. 2 at -2 rend.
So yeah, so 6
Alright, so
damage.
6 total damage.
I saved 3, so 3 more die.
So they look like after everybody's taken out. I'm going to move over to these Hunters. They're going to shoot into the Blight Kings. They have 11 shots, hitting on 3, rerolling 1s because of Knight of Zeros. Am I any minus to hit the Blight Kings?
No.
Alright, so those all hit. Alright, this is wounding on 4s. Damage 5, no rend, 1 damage.
5 4-up saves. Alright, so I lose a guy and 2 more on another.
Alright, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and send every shot I have into the Blight Kings. So we're hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s because of the Ether Wings over there. So that's 2 mortal wounds so far. Wounding on 3s. So 5. 5 at -2 rend.
So 5 6-ups. Just 1.
So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 damage. But you ignore on 6s because of mystical terrain.
Just 1.
So 9 damage.
So
And that's what left, and that guy is down to 1. That's the extent of my movement, or that's the extent of my shooting. So charging, I'm going to charge with my Hunters. I could just leave them alone, but I don't want them to be freed up. I got a 4, that's enough.
yeah, I should get you there.
Alright, there's how they ended. I'm going to charge with my Knight of Zeros. That was decent. So he'll just go over here. Call that good. And I think that's all my charging. Combat phase, I'm going to go with my Hunters into the Blight Kings. They have finished piling in like this. It's going to be 3s, rerolling 1s because of Knight of Zeros. 4s to wound. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. No rend, 1 damage.
Alright, 4-up save to the Blight Kings. Only 1, so 1 guy dies and 1's down to 3.
And there we are. And I imagine this is the only combat, so the Blight Kings are next.
Alright, 3s to hit on the Blight Kings. No 6s and only 2 hits. So 3s to wound, 3s to wound. So 2 wounds, no rend, 1 damage each.
4-up saves. And I make both.
Good.
Alright, well, this one's easy. As the roast piles in. And here he goes. Alright, Knight of Zeros is 4 attacks, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because he himself is near this unit. Alright, so 2, wounding on 3s. None. Well. Alright, well that is the end of combat. So we go to Battle Shock. He is immune on the Blight Kings. Well, he can't fail, rather.
Yeah.
But over here, could fail and or bring back a lot.
They're bravery 10 plus 1 because there's 10, 10 or more.
Yeah.
So bravery 11, and I've lost 8 this turn. Come on, 1. Yes.
Oh, nice. You're actually going to bring some back.
Yeah, so reality blinks, and I bring back 2 guys.
And here's what we look like after that. And it was 4-2. And now I actually control 2 objectives, and it is battle round 3. So I get 6 points. So it'll be 8-4 Stormcast.
So, start of my turn. We will start by doing the Great Unclean One, healing D3.
Oh yeah, do all the start. Is this all the start of stuff?
Yeah, there's a bunch of things that start.
Okay.
So he heals 2. Then the burgeoning from the wheel. So everybody within 1 inch of a terrain feature on a 5-up takes a mortal wound. If they're Nurgle, they heal a wound. So we'll just start this way. So these guys are Nurgle. Nothing happens. He is not Nurgle. Nothing happens. They are not Nurgle. Nothing. Your Knight Azeros does take a mortal wound.
We'll go down to 4.
Yeah. Your Knight Incantor does take a mortal wound.
She'll go down to 2.
Your Hunters, I think, are unfortunately not within a terrain feature. Not within an inch.
Not within an inch. You know. Got gaps.
Okay.
Fell into it.
All right, and then neither are my Blight Kings. Your leader is just outside. These guys are within an inch of my Gnarl Maw, which is a terrain feature. I guess they wouldn't do anything. Okay, sorry. He is within a terrain feature. Nothing. They are within a terrain feature. They take a mortal wound, so the guy dies.
Because he had a wound left.
Yeah, and then my dudes over there, nothing. And I believe that's everything. So for the
Start.
Blight Kings have their little burst thing. So on a 6-up, no. Their burst on a 6-up, no. I believe that's everything except for contagion points. I hope that's everything. So you're now on the table. So no extra points, but I am also within the table. So I'm going to get 6 contagion points, going up to 11. And then you have nobody within my normals, so that'll be 2d3 extra. Woo! Ooh, so 6 extra contagion points. So I'm up to 17 contagion points.
Oh my.
Okay, and I believe that's all my start of the hero phase stuff. So now we will go into the hero phase. We will go ahead and have the Great Bray Shaman. He's going to go ahead and try to cast his base spell. 5 is not going to do it. And then, so secondly, the Great Unclean One is going to cast spells. He can cast 2. He's going to go ahead and try to Plague Wind. So he's on a 7. Nope. Second spell is going to try to be Mirror Pool. Cast right here. Out of 5, I'm pretty sure doesn't get it. And so that's all my spells. They all failed. Sorry, one last thing. I'm going to spend my command point. He picks a demon unit within 21 inches. Nurgle demon unit. And I'm picking these Plague Bearers to get +1 attack until my next hero phase.
Right, he ran these Plague Bearers, and they're still within 7 of the normal, so they'll be able to charge. They ended over here. Blight Kings shuffled over here. I sneeze, gristle, grapple. He's there. Grass shot, there we go.
Grass rock.
The Great Unclean ran around here, even hopped over the fence, and is within 7 of that Gnarl Maul, so he can still charge as well. Summoned this unit of Plague Bearers. Don't mind that ghostly one in the front. And that was pretty much... Oh yeah, and then they just walked over because they're about to shoot.
Shoot and charge.
All right, and you're at 3 contagion points now?
Yeah, I had to spend 14 to make a 10-man Plague Bearer, so I'm down to 3 contagion points.
All right. Any shooting?
Yeah, a little bit. The Guo can't shoot because he ran, and so the only other shooting attack is the couple bows from Crash Axe Despoilers. 2 shots, 4s and 4s into these guys. Sounds about right. Alright, and I believe that's all the shooting I can do, because like I said, he ran. So it would now go to charge phase.
And my Ether Wings are just outside of wholly within 18, so they're staying right where they are.
Yep, which is good for me. Okay, so I'll go ahead and start this way with the easy charge, hopefully, of the Despoilers. Charging a 5, we'll get there because they were...
There's how that charge ended up.
Yep. We'll go ahead and try to charge with my Blight Kings. Getting a 5 plus 1 from the Sonorous Toxin. Alright, so there's the Blight Kings. Now we're going to go ahead and go with these Plague Bearers, which can still charge. So, getting a 7.
Do they have any bonuses to charge for anything in their unit?
No.
So those Plague Bearers end up all over the place.
Yep.
Alright. Got a Great Unclean one that can charge too.
Yeah. We'll just roll and see what he gets. A 10.
There he goes, and then his
yes. Mountain of Loathsome Flesh.
that's what it was.
A 4 up. No. Failed every single one. But that's fine.
Do you want to try a 9-inch bomb charge?
I will. I might as well. So, nope. 6.
Oh yeah, that's right. You charged within half an inch of them, so I need to roll my headshot. Alright, I have 6 models in this unit, so every 6 is 2 mortal wounds. So nothing. No headshots.
Okay.
Too close! Can't see through the scope!
Yeah, I was gonna say, so hard to miss, but yeah.
Alright, he's gonna go with the Despoilers first.
Because I'm wholly within enemy territory with them, they get +1 to all their hit rolls. So it's going to be 2 attacks from the Draknar, is the big dude, hitting on 3s, no rerolls. So a 3 to wound, no. And then, so 2 guys have short spears. So because the +1, it'll be 4s and 4s, no rend 1 damage. So 1 wound.
It's a 4-up save. No, make it.
Alright. 3 up because we're in cover.
Oh yeah, 3-up. I forgot about the cover save.
And 2 flint weapon. So 2 4-ups. 1 and a 5-up. No. Okay, so they don't really do much.
I'm going to come over here and I already piled in, but my Ether Wings are going to go with the Plague Bearer unit. Alright, Ether Wings have 2 attacks each. Hitting on 4s normally, 5s now because of the flies or locusts
cloud of flies.
Or the stank. I'm looking for 5s. Got 2. Wounding on 3s. 1, no rend, 1 damage.
5 up and they're not your demon hero. So 5 up. Yes.
Nada. Looks like we're moving over here. Blight Kings, you're going into the Hunters.
We'll get 6 attacks into the Hunters, hitting on 3s. No 6s. Wounding on 3s.
4-up saves. So I take 1 damage. That's nobody dead. We're moving over to this hectic corner. Already done some piling in. And I've got them like so. So I'm going to send 2 hunters into the Blight Kings. They are hitting on 3s. Am I minus to hit them, or is it just the Plague Bearers?
Just the Plague Bearers.
Okay, it's 3s to hit. Only got 2. 4s to wound. And nothing. Boo! 6, so 7 attacks.
Yep.
With the 3 that are going into the Plague Bearers. And -1 to hit.
Yes,
So
because they're 20 or more.
Okay, I'm hitting on 4s. So that's going to be 4 hits. Wounding on 4s. 1. No rend. 1 damage. Dying.
No, 1 dies.
Yay, got 1. Okay, here's what it looked like after those.
The Great Unclean One. Now, it will be 3 attacks with his Plague Flail. Hitting on 3s, so they'll hit. Wounding on 2s, because he's back up to full. And so 2 at -1 rend, 2 damage.
5 up save. I save 1, fail 1.
Okay.
So that is 1 raptor dead.
Alright, and then his Doomsday Bell, he gets 4 attacks, 4s to hit. Wow. Alright, so just 1. And then 3s to wound. Nothing. And now the host of Nurglings. 5s to hit. 5s to wound. No.
Okay, so I lost a raptor.
Yeah.
Alright, so here I am after my raptors have died. I've done everything I can over there. And I'm already over here, so I'll just say these hunters will... I'll do the Azeros first. Yeah, Azeros will attack into the Blight Kings. Alright, so he has 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. Not rerolling 2s, I can tell you that. Wounding on 3s. 2, -1 rend, 1 damage apiece.
2 5-up saves. And
So
fails
1 damage.
So he's down to 2.
Back to the corner of craziness. Blight Kings going into the hunters. Do you want to pile them in or leave them like they are?
I want to pile them.
Make sure you don't get out of that.
Oh yeah. Actually, since they're all in, they shouldn't. He shouldn't be out if I scoot over just to make room for some of the.
Yeah, there we go.
The Plague Bearers. But yeah, I get 9 attacks on the hunters, hitting on 3s. I got 1 6, and so that will be just the 1 hit. Okay, and then 3s to wound. Wow.
Whoa.
2. No rend, 1 damage.
Alright, 4 up saves. Alright, hey, you kill a guy.
Look at Brett, he killed a guy.
Well, looks like this guy bleh, going away. Now I'm going to attack with the hunters into those Blight Kings. So that's everything you have, right?
Just the Plague
Oh, the Plague Bearers, yeah, but yeah, I'm not worried about that. I mean, I am, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, you're right.
Right, so the hunters are hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because the knight is zeros, hovering like a creeper. Okay, they all hit. Wounding on 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5s to wound. Or, sorry.
Save.
4s to save because you don't have any render.
No rend.
Okay. Hey, so 1 damage.
1 more damage.
Brings him down to 1.
Time for the big unit.
Plague Bearers.
There is that pile in.
Okay, so going into the Aetherwings first, we get 14 attacks from the Plague Bearers, hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s. So 4s, 3s to wound. So...
More than 4, right? Or more than 6?
Yeah, 7, just like Nurgle Druid.
Alright, so they're all dead.
Okay, and then now the 17 attacks into the Hunters, hitting on 4s. Wounding on 3s. Just 4.
Alright, saving on 4s. So 1 guy dies. Okay, I'm going to go with these raptors first. I've already piled them in. That'll get all 5 of those dudes in. Right, 5 heavy stock attacks. Hitting on 4s. Hey, wounding on 3s. 1. No rend. 1 damage.
So 1 4 up. No.
Yay!
1 5 up. Yes,
Nope.
and it's a 6, so that's a mortal wound back to you.
No, one guy's got a mortal wound on him. And the beacon claws that I don't even want to attack with now. Hitting on 4s. Yay, they missed. Okay. So
Yay, they missed.
now, I'm going to go ahead and go with this Lord Relictor. Turn him to face him and pile in. Get him.
Embrace this.
Really want these to fail. Or at least you not save well. Alright, so hitting on 3s. Okay. Wounding on 3s. 3 minus 1 rend, 1 damage apiece.
Alright. 3 5 ups. Passes 1. 2. Ball and blubber.
Yeah, of course.
Pass 1, fail 1, you take a mortal wound.
So you take 1, I go down to 3.
Yeah.
Alright, piled in these Judicators. And we're gonna go. Alright, hitting on 3s, but my leader actually gets the bonus in melee too, so hitting on 2s. Got it. And then the other 3, all got wounding on 4s. 3, no rend, 1 damage apiece.
Alright. Because I'm in cover, they actually go to a 5 up. Woo. And so I see I save 1 and 2 die.
Alright, and there's the dead.
They're probably going to run to bravery anyway.
Let's say, what is their bravery?
I believe it's 6.
So we're done with combat now.
Bravery 6.
Alright, so they lost 2. We'll just do them first.
Yeah, so a 1.
They're fine. You have bravery as well, I think. No. Because do I have any minus to bravery anywhere?
No. I think the only bravery. Well, I guess you have one over there if you potentially could fail it.
Well, they have a 7. The only one that lost enough to take one is the hunters here.
Okay, and then if you roll a 1, no.
No. Okay, at 4, 5, 6. So I meet, or at least I'm under, so I'm good.
Okay.
And you get 3 points.
Yes.
So it's
8 to 7.
8 to 7. Still in favor of Stormcast. Now we need to roll off.
Yeah, Cycle of Corruption, turns, and
The cycle.
so now you on Battle Shocks roll, reroll 1s.
Okay. And then the roll off. And I went first, and it was a tie. I am going to take it. Yes, I am taking it. So Stormcast, turn 4. Alright, Stormcast, turn 4. Get a command point, and at the start, everything within 5 inches of the comet takes some damage, which is my hunter unit, just barely, and these plague bearers. Plague bearers will be taking that'll be taking D3 for 1 mortal wound. Ignore that on a 5. Gonna ignore it. And then my hunters will be taking 1 mortal wound. So I'll just give a wound to the guy in the back without. So now I'm going to attempt to cast Spirit Storm with my Knight Incanter. Yeah, I should have kept that. That's a big old fail. So nothing there.
We have not had very exciting magic phase.
No, we haven't.
Hero phases with spells.
Alright, let's try a prayer. I'm going to attempt Healing Storm with my Lord Relictor. And that fails.
I guess if just both of our abilities fail.
I'm going to spend 1 of my command points with this Relictor to fire with these raptors into the Great Unclean One. Since you done killed one, and there's a wound on this unit right here. I just don't have the dice for it. Alright. Hitting on 2s. They all hit. There's 2 mortal wounds so far. Wounding on 3s. So that's it. So 2 mortal wounds.
Yeah, and I believe his bounce back is only in the combat phase. So just 2 5-ups. None.
So he takes 2.
Down to 11.
Let's see if I can translocate those raptors. A 4. Wait, I think that does it.
Yeah, I think it's on a 4-up.
Yay! I'm going to translocate them. Alright, so I moved these raptors to here. Okay. Now I'm done. Now we'll go into movement. Alright, here we are. Moved my raptors over. Kept my adjudicators in combat. Ran and retreated my relictor out of combat. Retreated my Azeroth out of combat and moved here. Moved slightly over with my Incanter to stay within the objective. Kept my hunters there and tried to run these guys out, but as you can see, he actually trapped me in there. I can't get past him now, so I'm stuck in combat there. So we're going to go to shooting. I'll go with the obvious stuff first. This unit adjudicators that has to shoot in that. The leader will hit on 2s, and that will be 4 shots that hit. And then the other 3 hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of chaos. Now wounding on 3s. It's 3 minus 1 rend, 1 damage apiece.
So 3 6-ups.
Because of cover. So 1 damage.
So I will kill whatever the farthest guy from the axe. Yeah, that guy.
Blech. Since they're out of combat, fancy that. All 5 of them are going to shoot into the plague bearers. Yep. So they'll be hitting on 4s now. There's normally 2s.
Yeah.
So 2 mortal wounds, and that is it.
Okay. So plague bearers, 5 up. Disgusting. 1 saved, 1 failed. So you pull them down to 19. Oops. So they're down to -1.
Right. Well, the hunters will shoot into the plague bearers as well then.
Okay. So now they're only -1 to hit.
Is that they only have 1 wound left over here?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, he'll actually shoot into them since they're in combat with that unit as well. So 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. Nothing.
Okay.
I will go with these hunters. That'll be 11 attacks. You're going to be hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because of this net of 0s. Wounding on 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No rend, 1 damage apiece.
So 4 up saves. So he is down to 1. The other guy's down to 1.
Alright. So he's dead, and that was down to 1.
Yep.
And he'll just heal anyway. Alright, yeah, they'll shoot into the plague bearers here. Hitting on 2 or 3s. So 1. And wounding on 3s. Nope, nothing.
So we're gonna do anything.
And that is my shooting. My charging, I don't really guess I guess the Incanter will charge.
I think it's the only thing that can realistically.
Yeah, because everything else retreated.
Yeah.
So sure, we'll try with the Incanter for 7.
7.
Well, I guess I'll do it since I can do it.
Yeah, he's down to 1, so Stiff Breeze will kill him.
There we are. And that's going to be charging. Time for combat. I won't be spending any command points to start a combat phase. I only have any heroes over there. And over here I think I'm fine. Over here I think I'm fine. And Jonah doesn't have anything either.
I do not.
So we'll go into combat, and I guess I'll go with my 3 hunters first. And they'll go into the plague bearers. All right, I'm actually hitting on 3s now. Got 7 attacks because the leader's still there. Alright, so that is wounding on 4s. 2. No rend, 1 damage apiece.
Alright. 2 5-ups. So 1 saved and 1 disgusting. Nope.
Right, so 1 dies.
There's another.
And there's how they look after that 1 guy died. Where would you like to go?
I'll go ahead and go with that last Blight King. Try to make his final stand.
Alright.
3s to hit. 2 6s. So that will be.
What are you hitting in, by the way? Are you hitting the hunters or the Incanter?
Sorry, the hunters. So 11, 12, 13, 14 hits.
On 1 guy.
On 1 guy. 7, 4, 7. Hey, Blight Kings. 3s to wound. So 14, 3, 11. This is definitely a final stand. And he is making it.
Oh my. 4-up saves. 1 dead. 2 dead. 3 dead. 3 dead. Oh, buddy. Ouch. Okay. Well, I guess I'll swing back since well, no, I won't swing there. I'll swing with my adjudicators.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll come over here.
I had to give up them to do that, so.
Worth it.
Fair trade.
All right, the leader's Storm Gladius hits on 2s. And then the other guys hit on 3s. So just the 1. Wounding on 3. Nothing. All right, well, that's done. Feeling good about Blight Kings, eh?
Yeah, hopefully they're repeat offenders and do some silly stuff. Alright, so 9 attacks from the other Blight Kings. Come on. Hey, that's 3 6s. So those are the 6s. These all miss. So those 3 6s will generate
8.
7, 8. So, and now 3 surrendered.
4 is to save. Oops. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I have 5 wounds left. That wipes the unit. Well, now that they're dead, I will move on to my Knight and Canter, and I'll just do these attacks right here. She has 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. Bleh. And then wounding on 3s. So 1 minus 1 rend.
Alright, so 1 5-up. No,
Yeah,
so
okay,
he is
so-
dead.
Ugh,
But he did not go down without a fight.
that's for sure. I'm gonna these guys into the adjudicators.
Yeah.
We'll just roll that over here.
Yeah. Okay, so it's just the Ripper Axe and 1 flint weapon because he's a bow, right? Yeah. So just 1. They're still in enemy territory, so 4 up, nothing. The axe, 2 attacks, 3s, 3s, 1 hit, 1 wound, minus 1 rend.
I take it.
That including terrain.
Actually, I'm a 4-up save. Terrain makes me a 3.
Yeah,
Rend
and
makes it a
minus-
4.
Okay.
So
Just 1 damage then.
1 damage. So I'll take a damage on this feller. Bonk. And now is that it?
I believe yes. All that's left is bravery.
Which, hilariously enough, I'm gonna have to spend my last command point to inspiring presence here. I don't want to lose another model
That's
until I have to.
100% fair. I will have battle shock over here.
Can't fail, but looking for the 1.
No.
No.
Okay. And then bravery on my guys because I lost a dude. No, I lost.
Just 1, right?
Yeah, there's 5. Yeah, so I just lost 1. So on a 6. Oh, I lose a guy.
Oh, did you roll a 6?
Yeah, I did. So we'll just keep Axeman.
Because I'm the Axeman.
And I believe that's all the battle shocks. So,
Alright.
Alright.
So that means I get 4 points. This is
Yes.
battle round 4.
So you're up
I
to
do still hold
12.
that. I can't remember.
I think it was 8 to 7. So I think
Yeah,
it
8 to
was
7. So, yeah, at 12.
12 to 7 in favor of Stormcast.
All right, here goes Nurgle. Turn 4.
Several triggers again. We'll go ahead and quickly go through my contagion points. I'm in the whole table, so is he. So I just get 6 points. D3 from my normal. 1. So 7. That works for me. So I'm up to 10 contagion points. Not dispelling the comet. So for this normal, on a 4-up, will they take a mortal wound? They will.
I already had one on a guy.
So
So
per plat. There's Snorris Toxin on a 6-up. No. Healing from the Great Unclean One on a D3. 2. So it goes back up to 13. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take the D3 mortal wounds to give them reroll hit rolls of 1 this until my next hero phase.
from the damned.
So they take 2.
Can you ignore on 5s?
Oh yeah. Thank you. No. That's fine. This only means more summoning for me. So we're going to go ahead and try again for the Grashnak to do his base spell on a 7. No. Still fails. The Great Unclean One is going to try to move the Cycle of Corruption spell. Gets it with a 9.
What do you want to move it to? Or what can you? What are the two options you can move it to?
I can move it across. I can choose. I don't.
Oh, you can choose.
Yeah, the command trait is move back or forth one once per game. The spell is I get to pick on the table where it goes.
All right. She's going to void scroll and auto unbind it.
Yeah. I was hoping I'd bait that out and
Close enough.
Yeah. I was hoping I'd bait that out so I can Plague Wind.
Yeah.
Yes, which does go off. So heal D3, 1. So it goes up to 14. Oh, and I'm drawing the line that way. So I will go ahead and do the Incantor and Azeros.
Okay.
So D3 mortal wounds to the Azeros. 3.
It's down to 1.
And then the Incantor, D3.
And she is dead.
And so I believe that is my entire hero phase. I hope.
Plague Bearers moved up. Great Unclean One summoned some more Plague Bearers. You ran with these Plague Bearers.
Yeah.
And the Black Kings and the Casters stayed.
The Black Kings just, kind of shuffled.
Oh, they did a
little booty shuffle, and then, that Great Braid did stay.
shooting.
Yeah. So I just have the Great Unclean One. Okay, so this is what I was trying to lean on. May not be a good idea, but I'm doing it. So throwing up on your Knight Azeros. D6 attacks. 2. Oh boy. 3s to hit. Both hit. 2s to wound. Both wound. Minus 2 rend. 1 damage each.
Alright, 5 up saves. And I get 6s, double 6s.
Man. Oh no. Alright. Alright, so I guess I get a charge phase. I'll go ahead and charge these Plague Barriers real quick. And I spent the command point earlier to give them +1 attack this turn. They get an 8.
Here's where they end up.
All wrapped around. Guo first. Gets a 9.
Still outside. The tree's in the way, thankfully.
Yeah. And then Mountain of Loathsome Flesh on a 4-up. Yes.
Oh,
Works.
mortal wound?
A D3, so.
Oh, he's dead. He only has a wound left.
Yeah.
Oh, now you get a pile in.
Yep. That was the whole plan. You caught me.
Yeah.
Alright, and then Plague Bears over here will try to charge this guy.
And you need a 9. And
Not with double 1s, but that's fine. I mean, I would prefer, but double 1s wasn't going to get anywhere. Okay, and I believe that's all my charges that I can make.
Just to get it out of the way, you want to do the pile in here. We're doing this out of order, but we're just doing it to save time and get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Because all he needs to do is pile in just a little bit to get within 6.
Yeah. All I'm doing is being like that.
All right. Plague Bears going into the Raptors. I do need to roll my
Oh, yes.
headshot. I forgot to do that. So anybody mentioned that already and I got to this point. Sorry. 3 models. So 2 mortal wounds.
Okay, so 2 disgusting resilient and none. So I actually lose 2 guys. Take these 2 right here.
All right. Now we'll go in.
17 attacks. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 3s. 5. No rend, 1 damage.
That's going to be 4 up saves. 3, so no, actually 2, so I lose 2 of them. Yeah, 4 fails, so 2 dead. All right, that's how we look there. And I'm going to go over here. I'm just going to go ahead and pile him around again. And I'll just do it right here. Hitting on 2s for the leader, 3s for the other 2. 3s to wound. 1 minus 1 rend.
1 6-up.
Oh my goodness.
That's fine. They did their
All
job.
right. They sure did. And I guess you don't have any other combats, do you?
No. So it's just you fighting back with your...
Go ahead and go here with my raptor. Heavy stock hits on 4. Got a 5. Wounds on 3. Got it. No rend 1 damage.
5 up. No.
5 up to
5
ignore.
up. No.
So I got another one. And then the beaks and claws of the little bird he has. 2 attacks hitting on 4s, and that is it.
Yeah.
So I actually got, what, 3 of those? Or 2 of them?
You
2,
killed
3,
3.
4, 5, 6. Yeah, 3 of them. Huh, look at that. That's, actually, that's turn already, isn't it?
Yeah. So we go to...
Do you have a battle shock with those guys?
I
You
do.
can't fail it, but you still want to do it, right?
Yeah. No. A 4 plus 3 is 7. Yeah, the bravery 10.
Yeah, and I have one here. 2, no, I'm good. So no failed battle shock there. And
I think that
I still hold. And then you get 4 points.
yes, 4 points. So we're 12 to 11.
12 to 11.
Chasing you.
This is a very important roll-off.
Yeah, so now
Pretty
I'm
much deciding the game right
on
here.
my table.
Where are you at now on the...
Nauseous revulsion. Every 6 up to hit or every 6 up to wound in combat you have to actually re-roll that.
Ooh.
So,
Okay.
oh,
We
no.
tied. We tied. I went first, so I will go again. I'll take it because I have to.
You have to, or
Yeah.
else I have a chance of winning.
Yep. Okay, so Stormcast turn 5. All right, start of the round. I get a command point. I'm at 1. And then... Oh my goodness.
Come down to the wire. Come
Yeah.
down to the wire. Start
So-
everybody's game.
We need to do the comet.
Yes.
It'll only hit the plague bearers, and it's going to do D3 mortal wounds for 2.
All right. So 2 after saves. No.
Oop,
so I
2
lose
down.
2 guys. I have to take from here.
Then, what other start of the phase stuff is there?
Tree.
Yep.
You're near it on a 4 up. No.
Nope, so they're safe.
I think that's all my triggers that affect me.
He is going to lightning storm the plague bearers.
Okay.
On a 3, nope. Then he's going to attempt translocation. I got it. So I'm going to translocate this guy who's only within 18. Be right back. He is translocated over here within the objective outside of enemies. And unfortunately that's going to be the end of my hero phase because I don't have anything else. So I'll go to movement phase and be back. Okay, here's my movement. I came down. Maybe you should shoot that way. There you go. Good job. I ran my hunters. They were outside of combat, but they have tireless hunters so they can run and shoot. And I walked over my relictor, and I kept them there because they're not doing anything else this game anyway. So they're just staying there within range of the gnarl maw. So that's my movement. Shooting. I'm going to go ahead and shoot with these hunters. That's going to be 5 attacks into the plague bearers. What am I minus to hit on them right now?
Oh, just -1 in
All right.
shooting.
So they're going to be hitting on 4s right
Who's
now.
this?
This is the 2 hunters
Okay,
shooting with their
yes.
bolt storm pistols.
Yes.
Hitting on 4s now instead of 3.
Sounds good.
Wounding on 4s. 3 wounds. No rend, 1 damage apiece.
3 5 ups. And
Fail
yep.
2.
So
Disgustingly resilient.
Pass
1 damage
fail
goes
1.
through.
Well, since you can't get over on this objective,
Yeah, this is my last turn.
yeah, I will pull him.
Okay. Then with this one hero, he will fire.
Oh, the raptor.
Yeah, the raptor hero. So I'm still -1?
Yes.
All right.
You're -1 all the time for shooting.
Yeah, I failed anyway. Then the 4 raptors here, firing into them. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. That's 2 at -2 rend.
Just go through.
Okay, so 4 total damage.
So 4 disgusting saves. Only 1.
So 3 more dead.
We'll pull back from here.
These 4 adjudicators will fire into this unit of plague bearers.
Okay.
The leader hits on 2s, rerolling 1s.
Still -1.
Okay, so 3s. And then the other guys hit on 4s now. So 2. Wounding on 3s. 1 -1 rend.
So 1 6 up. Nope.
1
5
damage.
up.
Yep.
He's
Okay,
good.
so nothing. And that's all of my shooting, I believe. Now to charging, which is going to be this relictor. I'm going to spend my command point to reroll it. No more command points.
Yeah.
And I got a 10. He will charge. All right, so here we go. He ran back that way.
Charged.
Yep, yeah, charge, excuse me. Okay, that's the only combat I have.
Yep. That's the only combat.
Yeah, this is the only combat. This is the last combat of the game, I bet. Lord Relictor, need you to be clutch. 4 attacks. Hitting on 3s normally, so hit my -1 to hit.
No, it's only on a unit of 20 or more, so you're good to go.
Okay, here we go. Hitting on 4s, or 3s, excuse me. Not
Okay.
rerolling 1s. Wounding on 3s. 2 -1 rend. 1 damage apiece.
Alright, so 2 6-ups. Pass 1. Disgusting resilient. They
Pass it.
are.
No damage. Time for the pile-in and counterattack.
And
Taking risks. Gonna go all in on him.
yep. So that's going to be 6, 7 attacks because of my leader. So it's 5, 6, 7. Hitting on 4s.
So 2. So he can't die.
Wounding on 3s. They wound. No rend 1 damage.
All right. 3s to save. Save both.
So he is fine.
And that was it.
Okay.
So no battle shocks. You do a battle shock to take.
Yeah. No.
5 plus however
The
many.
bravery 10.
Yeah.
I think I lost 4.
Yeah.
So they're good.
I have more here. All 3 of those are in.
So you
So I
get
get 5 points.
Go up to 17, right? It's 12 to 11. Yeah, so 17 to 11, I believe.
Okay. Here it is. Literally last turn of the game.
Oh, man.
Nurgle, turn 5.
All right, so technically I have a 6 up here. Doesn't matter. Okay.
He heals D3, so
Yeah.
he needs it full.
True.
Look at that.
Doesn't really matter. Okay. Oh, and contagion points. So I get 6 guaranteed. You're still in both tables, so I don't get the extra 1 point per. And you're still here, so 4 up. Okay, nothing. D3 contagion points. 2. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. I'm on to spellcasting. You can't unbind, so it's literally the dice hurting me at this point. So, I'm going to cast his base spell on him. Please work. Finally, it goes off.
What does that do?
D3 mortal wounds, and anybody that would hit him gets +1 to hit in combat. 1 mortal wound.
So he has a wound left.
Okay.
Down to 1 wound.
I really needed him to die there. Okay.
Because he can't see me.
No, but he can see them.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to now Plague Wind on a 7. Goes off. So I'm going to Plague Wind. I don't need line of sight, so I'm actually going to go on your raptor and just kill him.
Yeah, he'll just die. Blech.
All right. And then his second spell will be the other line one from Gyran. Name doesn't really matter right now. So it's on a 7,
Sickle
I believe.
Wind.
Sickle Wind. It goes off. D3 mortal wounds.
He's dead for sure.
1.
And that's it.
Okay.
You know, what's his movement?
Who?
The Brave Shaman.
6.
6.
Oh, no, he's definitely running.
If you can get him over here, that's game.
Well, I was going to drop a 5-man Plague Bearers.
Mm-hmm.
And you should... Yeah, I can get him within the objective, so that'll be 6 models to your 1.
Yeah, because basically at this point, if you skip everything we're doing now, run him, you have a command point, you could just spend it to make it a 6, guarantee a 12-inch move to get all the way over here.
Yeah,
You've got 2 models.
I can retreat, run, he can scoot over and summon 5 Plague Bearers, so I should take that objective.
Yep, so that is actually going to end the game.
10 points.
10 points?
So we don't need to go
26?
on. I was at 11, so 10, so 21 to... 18,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
21 to 17.
21 to 17, major victory, Nurgle in the 5th turn, bottom of round 5.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
I know you said you're making some mistakes, but you still got it.
Yeah, yeah, I didn't have luck going with me at the beginning, but luck started swinging back my way, and I was able to just barely pull out a victory.
Yep.
So I think ignoring the comet helped a lot.
Yeah. I made a mistake by getting these guys too far away. I should have got them closer to shooting the hero phase some more. But other than that, that was just a great comeback.
And the fact that I kept actually needing the comet and this to deal mortal wounds, kill him, to summon. That's technically not a problem, just a problem for me as I only have 30 Plague Barriers. But if I had more, I could just summon them. But yeah, so using that to summon and potentially bring D6 guys back on a bravery test. So yeah, that was really close. Nurgle, while not doing a ton of damage, is very resilient. So
Disgustingly even.
yeah, some might say.
All right, well, that was an awesome game.
Oh man.
Okay, well, again, Nurgle, major victory. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to subscribe, then hit the subscribe button below. You can go to razortreeproductions.com to find links to our Discord, where you can come talk to us. We've got links to our Patreon page, where you can pledge for early content, music downloads, and more. Thanks for watching.